So I'm going to review a recent film now. It came out, well, it's debuted last year at Frightfest in London, and it came out on DVD not so long after that. It is a film by the Soska twins, and it's probably the most famous film at the moment. It is American Mary. Now, it's about a medical student named Mary Mason who ends up doing underground surgery and body modifications for money, and ends up leaving med school and wants revenge on someone who has drugged her and raped her. Now, as you can imagine, body modification include things like tongue slicing, insertions, voluntary amputation. It's really freaky, this film is, but that doesn't make it not so brilliant at all. It's absolutely twisted, but absolutely brilliant at the same time. She does get revenge on the person who drugged her and raped her, because he was the person who taught her at med school, as he thought she had turned to prostitution, and there was this party of doctors that went and did that to her. The person who plays Mary Mason is Catherine Isabel, who was in Freddy vs. Jason and most famously Ginger from Ginger Snaps. It's absolutely dark film, as you would expect, and quite sleazy at times with some parts, but it's genius. It's one of the most original films I've ever seen, and it's somewhat dark. The way she gets revenge on a former teacher is absolutely brilliant, and, well, I can't give away too much because there's bound to be people who haven't seen the film, but it's genius, and it's absolutely brilliant what she does. Good story as well, which is something you don't see with a lot of horror films at the minute, and both the Soska twins appear in it. They have their arms switched with each other, so they're both still connected at the same time. Very weird film, but very brilliant. I think I'd have to give it a 9 out of 10. There's not much there that they could have done that would have taken it to a 10. It, like I said, one of the most original films I've ever seen, and one of the most darkly gruesome films I've ever seen. But absolutely genius, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of a job they do on See No Evil 2. That's the WWE films, the follow-up from See No Evil, which follows Jacob Goodnight killing people in a hotel. He was killed at the end of the first one, so it's going to be interesting to see how they revive this, and whether it's going to be a prequel, even. But, very good job with this film, and I can't see what they come up with in the future.